Hello, second graders. Welcome to Science with me, Miss Taylor. Today, we are going to be thinking about and learning about what is a rock. What is a rock? So, some of our goals for today, we are going to think about rocks and we're going to access our prior knowledge, which means we're just going to think about what do we already know about rocks. Which is kind of a prudent thing to do before we start learning about something. We can think about, well, what do I already know about rocks? We're going to compare and contrast rocks and cookies? What? Taylor, what are you talking about? Why are we talking about rocks and also cookies? Why are we going to compare them, tell how they're similar and how they're different? What? We'll see. And we're going to identify some characteristics of rocks. In other words, what makes a rock a rock? So, would you please imagine for a moment? Let's imagine. Imagine you meet a creature from another planet. Oh, hello. You begin telling the creature about planet Earth. The creature asks what you enjoy doing on your strange planet. Your strange planet that's the third planet from the sun, made of water and land and air and oxygen and okay. You tell the creature that one of your hobbies is collecting rocks. Oh, I love to collect rocks. We go camping and finding cool rocks around the campsite or at the beach. Very fun. The creature looks at you and says, "What is a rock?" So you're saying, "Oh, I love to collect rocks." What? What do you mean a rock? No, not that kind of rock. It's rock and roll. What would you say? How would you describe a rock? So I'm going to think about, most of us, we know what a rock is. But if you met a creature from a different planet, or perhaps you were talking to a young child who didn't know the word rock yet, how would you describe what a rock is? In other words, think about, what do you know already about rocks? What do you know about rocks? Well, if we were in the classroom right now, we would be doing a little brainstorming together and thinking about what makes a rock a rock. What is a rock? So here are a few ideas. A rock is, you might be thinking, oh, a rock is hard. Usually, rocks are pretty hard. Sometimes rocks are different colors, aren't they? A lot of times they're brown or gray, but they can be all kinds of different colors. Sometimes they're glittery or sparkly. Ooh, sparkles. Oh, Taylor's lights went off. Sometimes they contain crystals, gems, diamonds, geodes. They have something to do with minerals. You may have heard this word before. Something with minerals, Miss Taylor. Sometimes you can polish rocks. You can make them really shiny and smooth. You can polish them. You might think about sand. Sand are like little bits of rocks. Rocks are in nature. Rocks are something that nature makes. We don't really make rocks. People don't make rocks. They're made in nature. There's many shapes. Some are round. A lot of them are round, but not all of them. They're all over the world, aren't they? You could find rocks everywhere you go. And they're solid. They're a solid thing. They're not usually a liquid or a gas, but they can kind of be liquid. We learned about in the core of the earth, actually the outer core, some liquid rock, and also at the top of the mantle, underneath the crust of the earth, it can be kind of liquid rock. So what is a rock? Well, a rock is a natural solid material made up of one or more minerals. And you may be thinking, okay, well, what's a mineral? Well, a mineral is a material that is found in nature. So again, not something that people make, it's something that's found in nature. A rock might be made of only one mineral, but most rocks are a mixture of many minerals. Oh, now we get to the cookie part. I was wondering, what does a cookie have to do with rocks, Ms. Taylor? Well, a rock is similar to a cookie. Just as a cookie is a mixture of many ingredients, a rock is a mixture of many minerals. Oh, Now I see what Miss Taylor was talking about, a cookie and a rock. Okay, so a rock, mixture of many minerals, just like a cookie, is a mixture of the ingredients. So here we have a picture of a rock. On the left side, this is a piece of something called granite. And a piece of granite is made of these different minerals. Mica, which is the black colored stuff. Quartz, which is the white colored parts. And feldspar, which are the little pink bits. And these are different minerals. So feldspar is a mineral, quartz is a mineral, mica is a mineral. And when they're all mixed together, they make granite. Just like on the right side over here, an oatmeal cookie is made of some oatmeal, maybe some walnuts, perhaps some raisins. Okay, so all of these different things make up the cookie, just like the minerals make up the rock. All right, so again, if we were in the classroom right now, we would be sketching, we would be drawing a picture of a cookie and a rock. So here it says a rock is similar to a cookie. Just as a cookie is a mixture of many ingredients, a rock is a mixture of many minerals. So if you would like to, you could get a piece of paper and you could make your own sketch of a cookie. You could create any cookie that you would like, all kinds of different ingredients. I was just talking to a few students earlier today, and someone mentioned cookies, and I said, "Oh, what's your favorite cookie?" And one student said, "M&M cookies." And the other student said, "Oh, I like peanut butter and coconut." And they were making me very hungry. So this cookie that I have on the left side, I decided to make my cookie with coconut and chocolate chips and then some little bits of sugar. And doesn't that look like a delicious cookie? And then on the right side, we have a picture of a rock. And if you would like to design your own rock and make a little sketch of your own rock with little bits of things in it, which would be the minerals, you could do that too. So the minerals make up the rock, just like all the little ingredients make up the cookie. All right, so we know that a rock is a natural solid material made up of minerals. And the earth has 3 main kinds of rock. So we are going to learn about each of these different types in our science unit on rocks and minerals. So today, kind of just an introduction to what is a rock. And then a little bit later, we'll learn about the first kind of rock is called igneous. The next is called metamorphic. And there's another one called sedimentary. And each kind of rock forms in a different way. So that is something to look forward to. We're going to learn about these 3 main kinds of rock on the earth. All right, and let's see. That is all we have for today, but I want you to keep in mind how rocks are like cookies, and you could share that with your family or some friends and say, "Did you know a rock is kind of like a cookie?" And they'll say, what do you mean by that? And you could tell them, well, a rock is a mixture of many minerals, just like a cookie is a mixture of many different ingredients. You could also think about what else is a rock like? If we are comparing a rock to a cookie, what else could you compare a rock to? Let me know if you have any great ideas. All right, have a wonderful rest of your day, scholars, and I will see you again soon. Bye.